So I greet you all. My name is Edgar Sipo Nuves. I'll be doing a piano tutorial with you on a song by Juanita Bynum, a song titled Psalm 23. Some of you might know it. It's in the key of, I would say, E flat minor. Some would disagree and say G flat major, but it's predominantly in E flat minor. And what I want to do is I just want to give the basic structure of the song, the backbone. Some more experienced musicians bumping into this might be expecting more things such as color. I won't be focusing so much on that here. I just want to give musicians enough of a backbone or background so that they can start playing the song, hopefully. So let's just get into the song without wasting any more time. As I said, the song is in E flat minor. So I'll play bits by bits and then explain some of the theory. So that's the first part. Well, that's how the verse goes, and that's basically an intro you can pull off. So the first chord is in a D sharp minor chord or an E flat minor chord, and then this chord here, the way I'm playing it, it's basically this is basically a D flat major chord, D flat major, D flat add 9 chord, D flat major add 9 chord, or D flat add 9 chord, but it's in the drop 2 inversion. So what the drop 2 inversion is, you drop the second most highest note of an inversion. So in this inversion, the backbone I want you to look at mostly is this. So I've taken this so this is the inversion we're looking at, and I want to drop the second most highest note in the chord. So the D flat, E flat, F, A flat, and you drop this this F, you drop it 1 octave lower. So that's what drop 2 means. The 2 implies dropping the second most highest note. So you drop this note 1 octave lower. So you get this sound. I'll just drop it. I'll skip this octave and I'll play the F here, so you get this sound. And then I just basically layer the chord. I just repeat these notes. I just repeat them a bit in the left hand. Then I just repeat them. Then you get this sound. You see? And this. So you want to keep the melody. There's a so this chord is basically a G sharp minor or an A flat minor. So I will play it in different ways, and I said I'm not going to focus on color here, but you can play it like that as well. It adds a bit more color. So long as you keep with the melody, you can mainly keep the integrity of the song. And then this is a G flat add 9 chord, a G flat major add 9 chord. And again, it's in the drop 2 inversion. So which inversion are we looking at? We're looking at this chord, and we drop this. This is the second most highest note. So this is the highest note, and this is the second most highest note of the G flat major chord, and you drop it 1 octave lower, so you get this sound. And now what I do again, I'm stacking it up. So this is my melody note that I'm using. So I did this. So this is a chord, take this second most highest note, which is this is the highest note. Second most highest note is this one. Take the second most highest note one octave lower, and then you get this sound. And then, as I said, I would stack it up a bit, and then you get, and then I do a similar thing for the next chord. It's another drop 2 voicing, but so this is just how I play it. So this chord, it's again a drop 2, basically. I think, yeah, I believe so. It's, I think we've taken this. So we've taken this voicing here. It's kind of like this is a bit difficult and tricky. And basically, let me start with this chord. So you take this an octave lower, so you get this sound already. I mean, it's just very difficult to explain. But it's basically again the drop 2 voicings here. I'm just thinking on the major third, I just play this thing that looks like what I did for the G flat major. Okay, so that's your intro and your verse basically. It's not really the intro of the songs, as so to say. I can't really remember, but the verse, you know. He lives. Then you have this transition. And then in the first part, they go back to this. So I want to show you the transition to, before she goes to the part, you are my shepherd. So, oh, sorry. So what chord is this? So it's ba da da. So this is like a transition chord. So how I would give an idea of thinking of it. It's in the key of E flat minor. It would be your E flat minor chord, for example, in your left hand, and it would be the and the D flat major chord in the right hand. So if you know the number system, this is like a 6 chord in your left hand and a 5 chord in your right hand. And this is like a voicing of a D, of a minor 11th chord. That's another voicing, but it's basically this chord. But you know, you're using it wisely, you know, it's creatively. So let's go quickly. Then it goes, you are my so when you go to you are my shepherd, what you do, how you transition in terms of keys, if you're thinking of the previous key or E flat minor, if you're thinking of it in terms of G flat major, you just think you drop the song 1 octave lower. So it goes, you are my shepherd, I I will fear no evil, fear no evil. So this is the number system: 1, 2, 3, 4. And the chords is just F sus2 chord. You can do in my head how I can change these chords, but there's a melody I'm keeping in my head. It's this ba 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 bum, bum, something like that. I'm hearing it. So even though I may change the chords a bit, you may see variations. Yeah, so you are my shepherd, I will fear no evil, fear no evil. Then it goes, surely goodness and mercy shall cover me. So let's go through that part quickly. It goes, surely, this is a G minor chord. Make sure you accent this note. Surely goodness and mercy shall cover me. Forever I will dwell in the house of the Lord. So this is like the chord we did in E flat minor or G flat major when we were doing. So it's like now we're in F. This is a different chord actually. This is a 4 over the 5. You have the 4 chord in the left and the 5 or in the right hand. It's like a Lydian kind of sound. So, and let's continue. Forever I will dwell in the house of the Lord. And then she goes, forever and ever, forever and ever. So forever and ever. And then E flat chord, E flat major chord. This is a flat 7. For those doing the number system, forever and ever. This is like flat 7, 6. But in gospel, instead of like the normal number system where the 6 would be a D minor, the 6 is usually some inversion of the 4 chord. It's basically the 4 chord inverted or 4 chord with the drop 2. So forever and ever. Then she goes, Lord, oh Lord. I want to do that part again slowly. Surely I will dwell in the house of the Lord. And then she says, forever and ever, forever and ever, Lord. You can do this in the left hand, or you can put, this puts more emphasis, but this now sounds neater. This is for the tritone cats. Yeah. And yeah, we reached our end. What happens next in the song is a repetition of the first thing we did, but now in D minor or F. I leave it to you to transcribe the chords, and then she moves like we did. She moved the song transitions to the E, which is 1 octave lower. thank you for listening. I hope this helps.